Today in Drive-Thru Kitchen, I am doing something so fun. Oh, this one, I do a lot of these for fans. I do a lot of, for comments. You're like, hey, do this, do that. No, this one's for me. Actually, this is a request from my wife. She loves these sandwiches, fell in love with this at a place called Peanuts in Lake Forest, California. Sadly, it's no longer there, but they were there from 89 to 2025. That's a pretty good run, okay? So this sandwich, I had this, blew my mind. It's an Italian sub, hoagie, whatever you want to say. This thing is that good. You're going to have to see, because there's a couple secrets in this. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. This is worthy. I had a lot of places to choose which Italian sub I was going to do. This is hands down. This is the one. So we're doing the Italian sub, Italian hoagie, whatever you want to call this thing, from Peanuts, which sadly is no longer here, but oh, this sandwich lives on. So see how I do this? I'm going to eat this thing. Oh, yeah. And then you're going to go to the store and get some stuff, and then you're going to eat this thing, and then we'll meet up in the comments later. Sound good? All right, cool. Let's make a video. Make a sandwich. So we are just going to jump right in, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make the Italian sandwich from Peanuts, Pub, and other stuff that they did. It was such a small place. All right, to make this sandwich, we are going to need a sandwich roll, and this is pretty much the sandwich roll they were using. This is something you can get at the grocery store usually. You buy a pack of them, and this was the only one that's actually sandwich shape. There's one that has a complete 90-degree turn in it. I don't know. Anyways, we are going to cut this in half. We're going to leave a hinge on it because this is a hinged sandwich. Don't go all the way through. Just come down most of the way through. Just enough to get this thing open. You don't need to get it too far open. Just open enough. There you go. All right. Now, the way that this thing is made there is basically you just take this straight here, put no mayonnaise and all the stuff, and that is fantastic. I have done this another way, and I'll give you a riff on this. If you put garlic butter on this and then toast it up like garlic bread in the oven, and then make the I'm just telling you, take it from a fat guy. He knows food. All right, so we're going to do it the way they do it. Because if you can't honor him, if you're like, yeah, but do it completely differently. I'm just saying it could be done that way. No one would be mad at you. But we're going to put a smear of mayo down, just a little bit. All right, we're done with that. Now, there are three kinds of meats in this sandwich. You have your capicola, your cotto salami, and your Genoa salami. I've heard it both ways. If you're not familiar with cotto salami, it's delicious. This is the only stuff I can find. This is it. The deli can't even slice me off some. It's Oscar Mayer. It's not. So the cotto salami is basically kind of a mix between salami and bologna. Makes sense. Perfect. All right, so we are going to take this here and put down a couple of slices in here. Now this is already making a few people go, what? What's he doing? Okay, we are going to put that in there. We're going to take our Genoa salami. This is a traditional hard salami. Similar. Pretty hard. We got 3 pieces of this going in here. Boom. Capicola. If you've never had capicola, oh, you're in for a treat. This is so good. It's a spiced ham, basically. You can see the spices on it. Oh, it is so good. This is going in here. Yes, it is. Okay, that's about it. So 3 pieces of the Genoa salami, 3 pieces of capicola, 2 pieces of cotto salami, and then you gotta have provolone cheese. Use any provolone you want, a smoked provolone, super funky provolone, whatever you want in this thing is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, here is the one thing I'm going to do a little different. I like to stick this in the oven at this point, melt the cheese, kind of heat the meats a little bit, get the bun nice and, So I'm going to do that. They don't, but they could, but they don't. All right, this is just going to go in there until everything softens up. Just a little bit in the oven. I have a convection oven inside the roast feature going, so it's kind of like an air fryer. If you have an air fryer, drop this in your air fryer for about a minute and a half. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's out. It's a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that. We're not going crazy. We're not completely melting everything. We're sweating the cheese, more or less, sweating everything and doing that. It does such a great thing to it that I love doing it. That is the one little riff. It's a small place. They don't have a lot of room for stuff, so, I don't hold it against them too much. We have shredded iceberg lettuce here. Make a nice little thing. We're making a sandwich, not a salad. Don't go crazy here, people. We got a lot of stuff to go in because we have Roma tomatoes diced up. We have pepperoncini sliced up. We've got pickles diced up. I was trying to rhyme. And red onion that's done in little pieces. Whatever you call it. I don't remember. But yeah, so we got pickles going down. Here, some pickles. We have some red onions going on this thing. Here, we got that. Okay, pickles now. Oh, the pickles. This is where I learned pickles on this. Come on, man. Do not be afraid of the pickles on here. And the pepperoncinis, I swear to God, you think you're eating a pepperoncini sandwich. So, lay it on. I'll show you a picture of what theirs looks like right there. Or maybe I'm doing it full screen. Yeah, we're not playing around. This is big league stuff here, people. Okay, then look at that sandwich. You're like, yes, please. And I am trying to see if I can get this one to look like it. We'll do a split screen at the end and see. Did I get close enough? I hope so. This is amazing. It's good. Now, the one thing that I love with this and that is so great about it is the Italian dressing on there. This is one of my favorites right here. If you can find it, it's the Old Venice Italian dressing from Gerard's. It's really hard to find sometimes, apparently, but put that on this and make it amazing. Now, my tip to you is to put it on as you're eating it. Otherwise, this soaks in and goes everywhere and does the thing. So you cut this in half and you pour some on, you shove it in your face real quick, and then do the other half and then shove it in your face. Trust me, the shoving in your face thing, I didn't have to tell you. Because that is what the Peanuts Italian sub looks like. Yeah, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh, it was amazing. It was so good. It was life-changing. It truly was. So we are going to kind of smish this down a smidge. I'm going to cut it in half because it has to be cut in half because we're duplicating that picture. They cut them, I'm cutting. It's a little tricky though because this thing's stuffed full of stuff. Look at what the insides look like. Yes, the layers of meat, the cheese, everything. It's so amazing. When you put the Italian dressing in this, what it does is that the meat kind of holds it. It gets in the bun. Oh, it's so good. All right, I'll put a little bit in here because we're going to eat this. Not we. I'm going to eat this. You're going to watch. Again, I'll do that side when it's time to eat that side. That's the best way to do this. Oh, the best way to do this after the thumbnail. Hold on. Brutal. That was the longest 5 minutes of my life. I gotta eat this. I gotta eat this thing. She's dripping. She's got the Italian dressing, kind of oozy goozy. It's so good. I am going in. Yeah. Simple. Ingredients aren't complex. The whole thing is when you do something perfectly, it matters. It changes things. That is perfectly done. And to the fine folks at Phoenix, wherever you are, in this world or the next, I have no idea. That place is open a long time. But I say thank you for coming up with the pinnacle of the Italian sandwich right there. It's that good. All right, and now you know how to make it. And thanks for letting me show you. I would love to show you other stuff, but you gotta subscribe and hit the notification bell, otherwise you won't know when the videos come out. So do that, and when I come out with another one, the YouTubes will go, hey, by the way, there's this cool thing you want to watch. And then we'll see each other again. That'll be awesome. Can't wait. Till then, have a good one. And funny catchphrase. I don't know. Maybe I'll insert one after. Can I do that? I don't think I can. So that had to be my funny little thing. Oh, well. See you next time.